All right. Looks like we got everybody back. So yeah, I just want to sort of quickly wrap up the evening. Hopefully, first of all, hopefully this was useful. What I've found historically is that this tends to be one of the more useful activities in terms of the game development. Just getting your ideas out there, even just having to put your ideas into words a few times over a lot of times just helps you to refine where you're headed, and then getting the feedback also generally is very useful, just in terms of starting to shape some of the specifics of the games as you start to move in the production phase. So that is really what the shift should start to be now. You've got your ID plan for the game should be pretty much set at this point. You should have a good idea of the basic structure of the game. We went over the flow charting as a tool to help developing the rules of the game. That should be kind of the next step as you move forward with your group, is to start now working out the little details. There was at least one question or a couple of questions in one of the groups about the technology piece. And that just, it's again, not the whole game. The whole game is not meant to be an online game or a video game or a digital game. It's just to think about incorporating some sort of interactive, technology based piece with the game. Maybe it helps to think of that in terms of, like, if you were to do this game in a classroom, that maybe there's a piece of the game that could be done through a smart board or through something like that, where, like, even if it's just rolling dice or spinning a spinner or something like that, that piece could be digitized just to draw in that connection to technology as well. So over the next couple of weeks with your groups or on your own, just try to incorporate any of the feedback that you got tonight and think about how that's going to shape the next steps, and then just start moving these projects forward. In terms of the work for next week the main topic is going to be gamification. Some of you may not even know what that word means or never even heard that word before. Some of you may have. To prepare for that work next week, there's a forum to complete for next week. And what I'm interested in doing as much as possible is just getting your existing knowledge of what the term means. And you can take a guess, or you can just say, I really don't know, or if you have some idea. But in the instructions for the forum, I do ask as much as possible, try not to look the term up ahead of time, or to look at other people's posts before you make your post. So I really do want to kind of capture just what you think the term is about and what it might be. And then once you've put your post out there, then you can look at other students' posts and see if there's anything you want to respond to. But next week, we'll nail down what gamification is and get that gamification project underway. I know, according to the original syllabus, we would have already been into that, but just with the way some things worked out. So there's that forum for next week. And beyond that, there's really nothing else that's new. You can continue to work on the game projects, continue to work on the Scratch project as you have time. But again, you've got some weeks to work on that. And other than that, we're in pretty good shape and we're moving forward. So again, next week will be completely asynchronous. All the materials will be posted maybe by the end of this coming weekend or early next week. Just work on it on your own. And then we get the additional week of spring break to just kind of relax and recoup, and then get started again afterwards. All right. So that is the wrap up. So unless anyone has anything else they want to throw in, if for some reason a group wants to stay right now and have a chat with each other just to debrief, feel free to do so. I could even throw you back into a breakout room if more than one group wants to stay. So feel free to hang out if you would like to, but if not, that's all I've got for this week. Thank you for being flexible both between yesterday and today. I should be back to normal by the next time we see each other. So we'll just go from there. So that's all I've got. It's 6:56. We're out of here before 7 o'clock. So have a great week, and I'll see everybody whenever I see you next. All right. Thanks, everyone.